Hello, I gotta make a video. I wanted to do a couple videos today, but it's too windy, and I gotta post something. I can't help it. So this is gonna be a video about absolutely nothing. I'll just catch you up with weird shadow. I'll just catch you up with what I'm doing right now. I'm out at the range. This is about my 1,000,000th time here, and you've been along on several of them. Come over here and I'll show you what I got going on. Our club is having a 3-gun competition in 2 days, and I think I'm going to use the PS90. So I'm just making sure that it's sighted in for the distance I will be shooting, which will be 9-inch plates at 40 yards. And I was also thinking about using the P556 with the SB15 arm brace on it, fired from the shoulder. But the thing that's been bugging me about this has actually been shifting. This has been loosening up on here. This doesn't have a castle nut, and if I were gonna start over on that project, I would use the buffer tube that uses castle nut, and then it will be locked on. That's the Noveske KX3, which you've seen this in other videos, and I still have the sling on there from when it was strictly a pistol, but I'm thinking about taking that off now. Yes, your eyes aren't fooling you. I'm actually shooting a can of Tula ammo. This is 223, and I actually like it. It shoots fine. It's perfectly safe. I'm not showing any overpressure signs. I'm not afraid of Russian steel case ammo after what happened blowing up my M1 Tanker Garand. But I am watching my primers much more closely. This is all one lot, so I don't have to worry so much like you do when you buy it off the shelf. The stuff that I shot that time was manufactured a year apart from the first box to the second. This is my Smith & Wesson 310. That's an end frame 10mm revolver. Putting that through its paces today. And boy, I would have loved to show you shooting it. I have 6 rounds left of 10mm. I also shoot 40s. Most of what I've been shooting is 40s. The 10s will actually shoot in there without moon clips. Then you just pluck them out. And if you want, I can show you that in a minute. This is my Glock34 Gen 4 with the Dawson precision sights. This is what I've been using for the action pistol club competition, and I love this. This is my favorite Glock by far now. And I've also been using the standard Gen 3 Glock 19. What I was doing out here was shooting an 8-inch, it's not painted, it's hard to see, 8-inch steel plate at 100 yards. There it is. But I wasn't hitting it very often. I could see the bullets were hitting the grass right next to it. If it were a 10-inch plate, that makes a big difference, just that extra 2-inch diameter. I could take a few shots at it if you want with that, because I've got some nice accurate ammo here. 115 Remingtons with the power pistol. That was my action pistol ammo, and I'm going away from that back to the 147s, so I'm just shooting this stuff up. I'll set up on a tripod and we'll take a few shots. Maybe I'll get lucky. I gotta try to do this between wind gusts. The wind's going right straight into the mics on the camera, so this might be unpleasant, but I'm gonna run it. I don't care, because I gotta get something posted. So here's that 8-inch Arnson steel plate at 100 yards, the Glock34 Gen 4. Now I'll take my P556 and I'll see if I can nail it with that thing, because I was knocking the heck out of it once I had it sighted in. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Puts a pretty good wallop on that little plate, so the sound should get back here. I had put the tip of this Trigicon reflex right on the very top of the plate. I was putting it underneath the plate because that's how I thought I was sighted in. But I don't know, can you see that? Probably not. Just a plain old Trigicon reflex. Doesn't use any batteries. Let's see, I can't really focus on the reticle. It's a amber triangle, but it wants to focus behind it. Collects light right here and through a fiber optic, and it works really well in the daytime. I've also got a polarizing filter for it. That relative to the sun angle, you can see it has some darkening effect for when you're in real bright sunlight. All right, let's see. Now I guess I should probably shoot that 10mm revolver for you. I think I've got 40s along too, so I could shoot it with those. Okay, I've got a few 40s here, but you can't shoot 40s without moon clips for obvious reasons, because the throat is too deep. If you drop them in there, the firing pin would never reach, unless maybe if you're shooting straight up in the air. The 10s are, well, it uses moon clips if you've never seen those before. And I think what I'll do is I'll shoot the 10s without a moon clip just to demonstrate that. And I was going to do a video on this all by itself, and I think I will, but here's a preview. BMT, I believe that stands for Better Mousetrap, is the company. And this is the Mooner tool. And you just take a moon clip. It's you have to get each model for any specific moon clip that you're going to use. You can't buy something to convert it, and they're rather expensive. But when you see how this thing works, if you're using moon clips, you're going to buy one. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. There's nothing else that even comes close. And this is the end frame, because the size of the cylinder, 40 caliber, 6-shot. So that's the 10 and the 40. So if you got a model 610 Smith & Wesson or a 310, this is the one that you would use with the end frame. First of all, I'll demoon these. And how you do that, you know, normally the bullets wouldn't be in, they'd just be empty cartridges. But you put the backside with that spindle on there, and you just give it 3 pops and they come right off. And then if you're going to load it, you just leave that moon clip right on there. It's got magnets that hold it. And I'm going to load it with 40s. You put your moon clip face down, and we'll put 6 of these 40 caliber 180 grain, I believe. Yeah, I didn't write it on there, but these are X bullet hollow point 180s. Okay, there's 6, and then I just give it kind of a compound angle, kind of like down and back just a little bit, and then you just rotate it. Yeah, see, on camera, this is standard operating procedure. It always works perfectly off camera. Oh, because I was turning it the wrong way. I'm holding it at a funny angle here. Okay, I'll show you how it's really supposed to go. Set your moon clip on there. You don't have to line it or anything. Just set it on there. And I like to tip this way when I load the trough. Okay, now and that's all there is to it. Loaded moon clip. Let's get to shooting so that this isn't a 2-hour movie or video. I'll take my 40 calibers, drop them in there, close the cylinder. And I've got, at the 25-yard berm, I've got 3 clay birds. I'm shooting double action. Here, I should show the gun. Shooting, hold it one-handed, double action. Am I shooting high? Yeah, massively high. Oops. I ripped that one off by accident. Well, I'm shooting right above it. Well, anyway, you had to see the gun shoot. Okay, then to get rid of these, you just tip it up and hit the button and they all stay together, which is really nice. That's the greatest thing about a revolver, is you don't need that. You don't have to bend over and pick everything up. Another moon clip of 40s. Oh, this is like an old episode of Batman with the angled camera here. Okay, I'll zoom in. These, before I start shooting, I want to show you these sights. XS, Tritium. I think these are cylinder and slide customs that Smith & Wesson puts on there. I had problems with this loosening up. It's tight right now, but this thing shoots high and left, and it's kind of driving me nuts because there's no way that I can adjust for that, so I have to just kind of use Kentucky windage to compensate. But I'll pull the hammer back so you can see her go. I'm squatting down behind the camera here. Still shooting high. Okay, come on, get down. Alright, I nicked that one. On top. for my friends out there that said don't worry about editing, this one's for you. I lost track of how many rounds I had out. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna drop in the 10s, and this thing has significantly more recoil with the 10 millimeters, obviously. These are 165s, and I don't normally shoot 165s. Usually shoot 180s for everything that's 40 caliber, and I was just using these up. Drop one in the grass. And I've already tested this out without moon clips. It works fine. I've shot it single action and double action. But watch the gun. Here, I'm going to give you more of a side view. Watch how much recoil there is with this thing. It actually shoots lower with the 10 millimeters because they get out there faster. But this is a scandium frame, and so it's quite light. Or is it? Is this a scandium frame? Actually, yeah, it is. I was thinking it's just aluminum, but they wouldn't do that. They put just a little bit of scandium in the aluminum to give it the extra strength for this real powerful stuff here, magnum stuff. So let me just see if I can hit another one of those birds out there. Go for that bottom one. I'm still hitting at 11 o'clock, so I got to hold down at 5. So I hit the target stand and the bullet exploded. That's what it looked like. Okay, now you see when I hit the ejector, the star just, you know, what's going on here? Okay, so you just, you can just tip it up, give her a shake, and if you didn't load them too hot, they should fall out. I should have waited till now to start the video because the wind is really dying down. So I'm going to demoon these. And then load it right back up again and shoot it because I got a target to hit for you. The nice thing about this tool is it doesn't bend up your moon clips. You know, when you're reefing on them and, you know, trying to pluck and pry and do all that kind of stuff with the other kind of tools or by hand or with a dowel, you can bend these, and once they're bent, they're no good. Okay. think I have to get closer to the target here. I know it's a cop-out. These sights here, they just don't cut it for, they're just not on. And I never know how far off to hold at this distance. You know, this is kind of this is the 310 Night Guard. That's the name of the gun, and I consider this kind of a gun that I would use for home defense, kind of a nightstand gun. Okay, one-handed. Go for the bottom one. Finally. All right. What else do I have to show you here tonight? I appreciate you coming out and shooting with me. Let's see, we did the, I don't remember, did we didn't even do the PS90. Okay, I'll shoot those last two birds there, the remnants with the PS90, and then we'll call it a video. Okay, got the PS90 here, 5.7 by 28 millimeter. It actually shoots 223 size bullets, but instead of the 55 grain, which are possible to shoot, but you'd lose a lot of energy because you'd have to load it down. These are 27 grains, and the standard is kind of a 40 grain for the target load. These are the lead-free aluminum 27s. This is a little bag that's got a spring-loaded mouth, so I can catch my brass, because I do reload this stuff. Goes like that. And I've got a 50-round magazine here, although it's not topped off. Then to charge it, there's an ambidextrous charge handle. Safety lever is safety selectors right there. So this should be pretty easy at 25 yards, I think. I have this thing zeroed in real nice. This Ring Sight's original FN sight on here, well, FN supplied. These aren't real popular. In this shadow, it's actually really hard to see it in this intermediate light. If it was totally dark, there's a tritium, kind of a T shape that takes over. But for this light, whoop, it's kind of dark. Can you see it? There it is. Not focused though. All we got is chips left there. Yeah, the full auto version of this would probably be one of my first choices if I could have full auto, you know, anything post-ban. It'd probably be this or an MP5 SD. Actually, I think I'd lean toward this with a suppressor, maybe. Would be the ultimate full auto. So all the empties are right here. Alright, so there's my unedited come along shooting with the KGB65 video. Thanks for staying with me. Have a good day. As I'm loading literally the last bag into the car, the wind finally settles down. Well, if it's gonna be a crappy video, it's gotta be windy, right? get out of here.